Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Divinity walkthrough.
What is this place?
So we are still in the Lacula mines, and let's see, we're trying to get through these Death Knights to kind of the end of this place, but yeah, we're having some issues here avoiding them. I think in the last video there I actually did do kind of an okay job, but I did start a battle here with on accident with these the Immaculates in here. So I had that little first clip there was just me trying to get through here, and then I kind of realized that it was a better idea to just walk through here with just one single character. And then again, and I think I mentioned this in the last video, but at the end here there's a door, and when you interact with the door, the rest of your group gets kind of teleported right to whoever interacts with the door. The only thing though I'm not 100% sure on is whether or not when you interact with the door, if it has to be one of your main characters. I would guess, like if I was just to take a guess, I would say that was the case. I would be willing to bet that you need one of your two main characters in order to start that conversation. But I could be wrong on that. And yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then you know, if you've got somebody, or like if you've got one of your other two that is the one that kind of runs around and does all the solo stuff, or has like walk in shadows or invisibility, you might be able to get here and do okay. But here is the temple door that I was talking about.
The massive gate bars the way quite decisively.
Okay, so we need a password here to get through this guy.
The heavy door doesn't give way to any pressure applied. A rune in the center appears to be its only obvious feature. The rune grows warmer. It reacts to the sound of your voice.
Yeah, I don't have the I definitely don't have the
Your plea
password
has
yet.
no effect whatsoever. The door remains wholly dormant. No 40 thieves' treasure for you. Nope, wrong mine.
Nope, wrong mine. Okay, so the password you have to get from the undead in the area, and in order to get that, you have to destroy the bone totem that the Immaculates at the beginning of the area are guarding. So I kind of learned that obviously the hard way here, and my goal though was kind of to try to get through this area and not actually kill all the groups of Immaculates. I wanted to kind of see what they would have as far as equipment kind of throughout the game, and so that's why I kind of skipped over that at first. But I'm going to end up at least taking out this one group, and there may be a way to destroy the bone totem without killing off the Immaculates. Oh, and I already took out this group too. I forgot about that. My bad. Oopsies. So let's head over here. It's actually this group here, just to the north of the waypoint at the entrance, and so yeah, it's these guys in here. So I believe
overheating here. Together we stand against the
Jeline is one of the Immaculates guarding it.
This is the idol of oblivion,
Idol of Oblivion,
or the god of mad cows.
Or the god of mad cows? So
So
when you attack,
perhaps the undead will be a bit more responsive
when you
now.
attack the bone
Maybe they can
totem,
tell us something.
obviously they battle you right away. I tried to run away here just to see if I could, you know, I don't know, maybe that the battle would kind of restart, or that I could maybe get by here again without fighting these guys. You know, and again, mostly to see if I could keep using these guys for, or specifically Jeline, or Jeline, whatever her name is. To you know, buy things from throughout the game. But again, once you start this battle and once you actually you know, attack that bone totem, there's no going back. There's no going back to being friends. But yeah, other than that, I don't know now. And again, I had mentioned this in one of the earlier videos too, but I didn't try going invisible and then using the sneak option and then destroying the totem. just to see if maybe that would, or you know, if you could kind of destroy it without getting caught red-handed, essentially. So again, that was an option that I didn't use, and I wish I would have, because I suspect maybe you could destroy that totem, and then the Immaculates here would be none the wiser. And then, you know, again, hopefully you'd be able to then interact or be able to still talk with Jillian and not have her be hostile to you. So, again, I'm not 100% sure if that's the case or not. I did, again, try to keep going the wrong way. I think every time I enter the mines here, I end up going the wrong way. But here, if you notice, the undead are already kind of speaking amongst each other. And so we are going to have a chat with them here in a bit. But let's resurrect our fallen comrade here. It looks like I'm not close enough. Alright, there we go.
You can thank me later.
Here, it's kind of weird. I feel like you can get really close to them without triggering the battle, even after you've kind of made them unhappy with you. So there we go. And then here, I think I did eventually restart my game, or reload my save, and try to, you know, again, try to do this in a little different way. I think my second attempt was to try to stand outside the room and attack it from range. The bone totem, that is, just to see if, again, if I could destroy it without those Immaculates in there becoming hostile, but that didn't work either. So, again, I think the only way that I can think of right off the top of my head that you might be able to destroy that totem without them being unhappy with you is to, again, be invisible and use the sneaking option, and then attack it.
I'm free. I hail from Hunter's Edge. Orcs came. They pillaged, enslaved me to the goblins I was given. Then came the knife. The knife and spells of necromancers.
Rangers are returning.
May
What's
they
happening?
be cursed for their sorcery. They are dragging hell from the void. Stop them. You must stop them. We do not go where she goes. The conduit, the one before whom every immaculate bows in reverence. If you want to go where we don't go, where she goes, then whisper the word she whispers. Sadakandris. Sadakandris is the key. Goodbye, oh savior. You will go yonder, and we shall go to the Hall of Echoes. Fare thee well.
Okay, so there you have it. The undead miners here give us the
That
password
skeleton
to
believed its soul would live on in the Hall of Echoes.
the door.
And so it likely will. How terrible to have but one short chance at life. Indeed. Perhaps we'll meet these souls again when we move on to the Hall of Echoes ourselves.
Alright, so that looks like a romantic versus, I forget what the opposite is, but the dialogue option there, or trait option, however you want to look at it. And let's head to the chasm. And again, I think it's probably a pretty good idea right here to split up your party. Yeah, it's tough to get through the mines as a full group without getting into battles with the
Careful! I've spotted a
death
trap.
knights. Now,
Is
it
this
can be
place?
done, but it's
This isn't a mine, but
pretty
an
tough.
ancient structure.
Although it looks like that's exactly what
They
I
must
did
have
here.
accidentally
Wow.
discovered these ruins
Got
while mining
right
for silver.
through here without really any problems. There's the Immaculates. If you notice, they're still walking around in there, and that's because when I reloaded my game, because I had reloaded a while ago
Look
there,
out. I see a trap nearby.
And I came back through here and made sure to not make the Immaculates unhappy with me. So here it's a good spot to save. And then if you're trying to move as a group, again, this is a lot easier if you just go by yourself or with one character. Here I'm going to end up starting a battle, so I'll have to reload. Yeah, I think it's kind of funny though. I'm standing just outside of the battle range, so that character wasn't involved in the fight. All right, let's try this again and do it right this time, shall we? Okay. Alright. Oh, there he is again. Okay. Nope. Oh, we're good. Okay, go, 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 go. I caught her. I saw him right at the top of the edge of the screen, and he had just turned around, so we're good to go. Alright, so there, I was able to actually get through here with my full group, but, again, I still think it's a lot easier to just
The
go
massive
solo.
gate bars the way. The heavy door doesn't give way to any pressure applied. A rune in the center appears to be its only obvious feature. The rune grows warmer. It reacts to the sound of your voice. As you speak, Sadakandras, the door's inner workings begin clicking into place. Lo and behold, with the screeching sound of 1,000 goblins hissing, the door opens.
With the screeching sound of 1,000 goblins. Alright, so we've made it in past the temple door. I guess I wanted to shut the door behind me. That was nice, right? So this is where I think the Death Knights are kind of constructed at. And there's some kind of interesting things that you can do right here.
Sigurd's
What was
beard,
this?
what a find!
Tenebrium
Dark
crossbow that
armors.
was just laying around.
Tenebrium. This must be where the Death Knight...
Lucky find!
This must be the
kinds of
heart
fun
of the
stuff.
Immaculate's operation.
Yeah, alright. There's all kinds of cool stuff laying here on the ground. Grab the Tenebrium if you want. I ended up just leaving all of it. I barely did anything with the Tenebrium bars this entire game. The Death Knights that are just laying here have Tenebrium ore. So again, that's something that you can grab if you want to. And then there is a very interesting thing that you can do here on the steps that I will
Thank the gods we've learned to handle this ore properly.
take advantage of.
What? You don't fancy dying a slow, toxic death?
Alright, so you have to be careful if you want to kind of take advantage of this. But once you stand at a certain spot on the steps, it activates a, I guess kind of like a scene with Leandra. Now here, I don't know why I threw the teleporter pyramid. I forgot that they don't work in here. There we go. Whoops.
Source Hunter. I had so hoped to avoid meeting you here. But perhaps we were bound to face one another. Your kind have long interfered with mine, after all.
Okay. So you can still move your characters around a bit, even if you're in the dialogue with Leandra here, but I'm just going to reload and show you some kind of interesting things that you can do. I don't know how useful this is really going to be completely honest. The only thing that I would say that I didn't do here, and maybe I'll just wait a bit once we get to the actual footage, but I suspect there is a way to really mess with these events here, and I really wish I would have at least tried it, and maybe I will here when I don't know. I'd have to hook the Xbox
Doesn't
One
seem to
back
work
up and
here.
try to work it out here, but There, if you notice there, I now I remembered that, or tried and realized that the teleport improvements still don't work here. But you can do some kind of funky stuff with the teleportation ability. And so what I ended up doing here, let's see if this worked. Nope. Even invisible, you activate the
I had so hoped to
dialogue.
avoid meeting you here, but perhaps we were bound to face one.
All right.
Your kind have
Experiment
long
number,
interfered
what,
with
2 or 3? Failure. All right, let's load her up again. We'll give this a little attempt, another shot, or the theory another shot, however you want to say that. And I'm gonna load up an old game here and see if I can test out a couple of theories. While I make this video, we'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone, get you some more answers that I'm dying to know, or living to know. I don't know. I'm not really dying to know them. Alright, here we go. Let's, I think this time I got it right. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so let's teleport our character over the spot where the dialogue triggers. Oh my, got my music way too loud. Alright, there we go.
Lucky find!
Lucky find! Oh my, what do we have in here? All kinds of fun stuff. A couple of anvils, some hammers. He who smelts it. It's always cute. So we got over here some more. Another hammer, some anvils. Alright, so this is the area where you're going to need to clear out this area. When Leandra activates her dialogue back there, and we will eventually do that, but what ends up happening is she reanimates some Death Knights or activates some Death Knights, however you want to say that, and they'll chase you around. And unfortunately, we still don't have any way to deal with them, so we have to run. And the area that we need to get to is back here, and depending on how much movement your characters have, it seemed like it was fine for my characters anyway. I don't know if I just have a decent amount of movement, or if the Death Knights themselves just move really, really slowly, or can't move very far. But I made it to this portal without really any real difficulty. But Leandra does do one thing that I completely forgot about here. So I teleported basically all of my characters beyond the spot where the dialogue triggers. But Leandra is kind of a prick, and when you actually do start the dialogue with her, she teleports everyone back to where you're at. So even if you do what I did here and run everybody to this portal, I thought I was being, so clever. Like, oh, I'll just run everybody over here, and then Leandra, I'll only have to, run with one person. No big deal, right? No, she just teleports everyone back to where she's standing. So that was a little bit annoying, or a lot annoying. But, again, them's the breaks, so kind of just got to deal with it. But, yeah, I unfortunately ended up wasting a bit of time here just trying to skirt this little issue we have here with this. And then, by teleporting my henchmen, they kind of, you lose the 5, whatever. It's kind of like reputation, I guess, with them, or, whatever, standing. And, again, I don't really actually know what that does. I've never, teleported or injured the same character over and over. I don't know if they fight you, or what the deal is.
Source Hunter. I had so hoped to avoid meeting you here. But perhaps we were bound to face one another. Your kind have long interfered with mine, after all. But you're not alone, are you? No. Who else have we lurking about the place? I'd like to have a word with you all at once. You must think me quite the villain, mustn't you? the things you've seen. Without the proper context, I can imagine it's all quite shocking. Horrific, even. And I suppose you must have pictured me some bloodthirsty madwoman intent on... what, I wonder? Power? Gold? Chaos for its own wild sake? The truth is rather less simple than the imagination would conceive. Why? The same reason anyone would care to create a soldier so powerful that none could defeat it. A war is coming, Source Hunter. The final war. My preparations are already bearing fruit, and soon enough the first strike will fall. The end will come swiftly, painlessly, like an executioner's blade upon the neck. Only those who squirm will feel it. Those first knights were mere prototypes. Powerful, yes, but not imbued with half the power of mine. They've been cast in such terrible terms. Death Knight, Dread Lord, Blood Devil. In fact, as I bring them to life, I see only angels of mercy. My knights are growing in number and strength, forged of tenebrium, born of blood stone. They will march Rivellon toward her ultimate fate. You know as well as I the enlightening capacity of these stones, Source Hunter. I've heard tell that you've been zapping the life from precious starstones, and that you are bolstered by the power within them. Your experiences are unique in all of Rivellon's history, but you are hardly the only player in this story. As Starstone enlightens you, its child, Bloodstone, enlightens something of my own creation. Death! I've nearly forgotten the meaning of the word, what it means to most. But I am no monster, Source Hunter. Like you, I have seen the living snatched so senselessly from this world, and I have mourned. But I have also discovered that weeping was senseless. Like infants, we squall, clinging to a day that is not ours to keep. Now that I know the truth, I am free. What you see as slaughter is in fact a dispassionate process. I take no more pleasure in this so-called destruction than a wave takes in the flood. What I do must be. I wish you could understand. Source was once omnipresent in Rivellon, and through it, we were capable of healing even the gravest illness or disease. That's right, Source Hunter. Health and vitality were once unlimited in this blighted land of ours. But as long as there was Source, man's very existence was not his own. No, the goddess of Source held tremendous sway over us, and we clung to her like grown children behind our mother's skirts. Dear Mother whispered soothing lullabies in our ears, praying we'd never remember our mortality. When Source became, as your kind claims, corrupted, man's spirit was set free. No, without Source on which to lean, we had to choose ourselves. Will I live, or will I die? Will my brother live, or will I? The Source that healed us was a bandage upon the great growing wound present upon each of us. In its new form, Source is a magnifying glass. We no longer deny the wound. No, we examine it. Barbarism. Quite a chauvinistic term to apply to something one hardly comprehends, isn't it? But I will concede, I have posed as a priest in service of a truth greater than any goddess. The power I intend to bring to bear upon Rivellon is no more divine than your boot. We are free agents, Source Hunter, all of us, and we owe no higher power our blood or our flesh. The goddess is simply a rallying cry, an icon around which those who crave change can gather. Still, you misunderstand me, Source Hunter. I crave no cries of terror, only peaceful silence. My army is nearly ready. Since you've come so far, perhaps you'd like to see the culmination of my Immaculate's efforts. Maybe then you'll understand the fruitlessness of this war you're waging upon the inevitable. Let this temple become your grave. A prettier casket I can't give you.
Death Knights! Without a way to make them vulnerable, we stand no chance against these monstrosities. We can't fight them, but perhaps we can outrun them.
Okay, so the main character, or at least one of them, says something about without a way to make the Death Knights invulnerable, we can't fight them, but we can outrun them. And obviously that is the goal for the time being. Now, I actually wanted to make a quick correction here. I was just monkeying around here in this area, and I had forgot that, so it's not when you talk to the door or like interact with the door that your characters teleport with you. It's Leandra herself that'll teleport your characters together. And again, you know, if you notice there, I had moved everybody over here to the teleporter. And she kind of just moved them back. Now, that's the other thing that you can do. The first character that gets to the teleporter and interacts with it is able to teleport everyone with them. So, you know, I don't know. It's probably not that difficult to get away from the Death Knights. And then one other thing, I did try going invisible and using sneak and trying to destroy the bone totem, but that did not work. It seems like no matter what you do to try to destroy that bone totem, the Immaculates fight you.
Then the next room well will keep you. Quick you'll go, and fast you'll fly. Where you'll land's for you to choose. Graves or books, your choice will be. Spirits, papers, all for thee. Where you'll land's for you to choose. A hurried choice is never wisest. Considerations will behove you. The crypt or library both may move you. A hurried choice is never wisest. The crypt, a rather rare selection. Spirits, tombs, and secrets all. Will you heed the deadly call? The crypt, a rather rare selection.
Alright, so the teleporter, like I said, brings everyone with you. I'm just going to kind of explore a little bit in the area. And there's some stuff that you can grab. There's a couple of spots where you can dig.
Not to summon lava all over your home. You'll find yourself gutted over a stone faster than you can say squeak.
So this was an interesting dig spot. Obviously, I got a magical unlock scroll there, and those are pretty useful.
Don't believe a thing you hear about a room full of gold. Anyone who says that is full of something else.
Okay. We're about coming up on the end of this video, though, and I'm going to end it with a bang. I think I end up getting myself completely destroyed. But there's some kind of interesting things to talk about that I'll actually, unfortunately, have to save for the next video. But I do want to say that there is actually a way to kill off all those Death Knights. Literally every single one of them here in the mines.
I found something.
It involves teleporting your characters beyond that spot in the floor where Leandra comes up. But anyways, I'll talk more about that in the next video. So as always, I hope the guide was helpful and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.